Mark your calendars, it's almost time. Shabby Chic Vintage Markets and Artisan Day is coming up. Here with all the details is Sonia Bradley, the event coordinator. Good morning. Welcome back.
Thanks.
You've brought fall into our studio. I love it.
Yeah, it looks amazing, and Shabby Chic's great for seasonal items.
Yeah, so let's talk about Shabby Chic. And if you were a fan of Pinterest, you know what Shabby Chic is. It's everywhere. It really is probably the most popular way, I think, to decorate inside your home, outside your home right now. I mean, it is the buzzword, I think, in the interior design area, is it not?
It really is, and Shabby Chic's been around from the 80s, but it's really changed into something you can pair with your modern items because of the color change recently with the furniture artists. They're doing more whites, they're doing more grays, they're doing more blues. So you can take something that was your grandma's, keep it, and redo it.
Well, and what's so great about this event coming up this weekend, by the way, is you were saying it's a generational thing.
Yeah.
You'll see people, families of all ages. And so break down the event. Who's going to be there? What can we see? You brought some examples of some fabulous stuff here this morning.
This is done by Crafty Susie, and she's just obviously really crafty. I mean, she sees something and we can turn it into a pumpkin, you know? So you're going to have 90+ furniture artists that's there. You have tons of artisans. You have vintage furniture. You have vintage clothing. You can buy something in the raw form of what they call it, which needs to be completely redone. And then you can buy something that is completely redone, which what you're seeing here today.
Which is so cool because I think an event like this, you can see Pinterest, you can see something in a, on the actual, website, but when you go see it in person, I think people are going to be inspired. You can maybe talk to the artists that are there as well and say, okay, give me some tips and pointers on how you did this. Maybe you buy one and make a couple more, yourself. I'd imagine. Do you see that going on at the event? You
see them talking a lot to of course, the vendor themselves, and they're also they're some of my favorite vendors to deal with, honestly. They're very old, country and artsy, and the thing is, you can get inspiration by going there, and our Safety Harbor show actually has a lot of the bigger pieces. So if you're looking for the dressers, you're looking for, the large jewelry holders, that's what you're going to find there, and some of the smalls like you see here today.
You brought this here this morning. This was kind of an example of kind of what you need, I guess, to kind of do this yourself as well. Kind of go over what you brought and the supplies that people may be thinking about.
And the great thing with Shabby Chic is you cannot mess something up, and people think, oh my God, I don't want to do it, I'm going to mess it up, So it's really simple. This in its raw form was just a plain oak colored piece of wood, basically. It's an old toolbox is what we have here. You need some sandpaper. You need some basic paint, which is what you're seeing here.
Now, what kind of paint, though? Because I think that's where it gets overwhelming for people, too. You go to a paint store, a craft store, and there's a ton to choose from.
You can buy the $30 Shabby Chic paint if you want to. What we're showing is just a basic interior, like matte paint, basically. And then it's a nice paste wax that they put on top of it.
A paste wax?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've really dealt with that before.
Paste finishing wax.
Okay.
So this is how you can do it yourself, and this is a lot of reasons why people just go and buy it. Because, it's like, oh, do I commit? And especially if you're doing grandma's old chest, you don't want to mess it up.
I understand that.
And the great thing is I call them furniture artists because that's really what I think they've turned into. They can actually take a piece for you and remade it. I actually had them do that on one of my sitting chairs, and they completely redid it for me.
Where are these vendors coming from? Are they local? Are they across the state?
So a lot of them are local. A few of them come from across the state, and one crazy old feller that I really enjoy, Randy, comes from North Carolina.
Oh,
so, yeah.
I love North Carolina.
Yeah.
All right, so what's great about this, I don't even know if we've mentioned this yet, this is a free event?
Yeah.
Free parking?
It's completely free, free to park. Come early if you're looking for certain treasures, because if you do not come early, you will not find it. People wait to get into this event. You have 300 people waiting to get in at 10 o'clock. It's crazy. And not only that, but Safety Harbor's super charming. It's a destination. There's plenty of places to eat. There's lots of food that we'll have there too. So you can spend the whole afternoon with your whole grandma, mom, to the daughter. Yeah.
And hey, the holidays are here. Go ahead, maybe get some of those Christmas gifts out of the way. That's the best way to do it. Space it out. I think a lot of people are going to find some fun treasures.
Absolutely. And when you support local businesses or local entrepreneurs, it's like 68% of that goes back into our economy.
Yeah.
So when you're really getting these unique gifts for for people, the money goes right back into our economy. So it's really important to remember that.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here this morning, bringing this fabulous stuff, inspiring us. Again, look at Pinterest, but go to an event like this and you'll really be inspired. Sonia, thank you so much. Make sure you go out to the event this weekend.